Podcast, WATP.
Cardiff, you went on Ray DeVito's show and you tried your damnedest to make it a show.
I tried.
You did everything you could. I've been there as well. You go on Ray's show and you try to explain to him how podcasting works, even though he's been doing it for 5 or 6 years now.
He's like, I get the gist of it.
I got the gist. It's good enough. But the real crazy thing that happened on this episode is that Cardiff showed up. He had just got back from Vegas, and he didn't have his filter set up.
Nothing.
And so he gets there on time, and Ray's late. And boy, did Ray drop the ball.
Oh, never mind. I'm not going to do a stream. Oh, but I'll do a stream if you want to do a stream. So I got up all the energy. I'm like, you know what? I'm still on Las Vegas time. I'm still kind of feeling it. Let's go. Let's fucking go, Ray. And then I clicked the link at exactly 11:11. I have to tell this story. I have to get this out because I've been sitting here for 15 minutes trying to get this out. I turned my computer on. I haven't done shit since Hackamania. I've been relaxing all day yesterday. And I turn on my computer and I jump to your stream because I'm so excited to talk to Ray for once. I'm like, this will be fun. We'll have fun tonight. We're doing it. And I click on the StreamYard link and I realize I've turned I just haven't had my computer on for 2 days. I turned none of my filters on. If your show was live 15 minutes earlier, you would have brought me on as me. Because I was sitting backstage
let's not do that.
Without the filters for 5 minutes and I didn't realize.
That's a good thing.
No, you could have had
Ray.
No, I don't want. No.
Ray, you idiots. That's not a good thing. You had an opportunity. Cardiff, how is it possible that you weren't looking at the screen to see that your filter was off?
I was just going through Twitter and stuff. I just clicked the link and I was waiting
you're getting
for him,
lazy. You're going to slip up. You are going to slip up soon, my friend.
Coming.
Oh, man. Have you gotten doxxed from Vegas yet? I know we were worried about.
John's threatening it. So he's got
He's still just threatening it? I thought he was going to do a show.
Show's coming. I don't know. We're guessing the 2nd or 3rd of June. He's coming back.
Okay.
School's out.
I talked to Vegas beer sales Jerry. I don't know what I'm allowed to say from my conversation with him, what I learned, but he claims that John is not teaching school, that he does not have a job. Now, could John be lying to him? Could he be lying to me? Yeah, so all of it was a waste of time, but I still enjoyed talking to the guy, having a convo. All right, this is where you catch Ray DeVito in a lie,
yes.
And you do this brilliantly, Cardiff, because Ray is claiming he never watches Chad Zumach, he never watches MLC. Why would I watch that stuff? They're just ragging on me, man. Why would I watch that?
I do like it that Kevin watches Anthony Cumia, Opie, and me. So I'm on the same level as Opie.
Okay,
and
so
Anthony.
you know all the things he watches, but you don't watch them.
No, I know he watches Anthony,
Because
Opie,
you
and me.
Him. So that's all I'm saying is stop lying. You watch all of them.
I don't watch all of them, dude. If I had to watch, that's like
You watch 75% of them.
Yeah, I watch enough to know that he doesn't like Anthony. He watches Anthony. He watches me.
Yes, you already said that, Ray. I love that. So you're watching what, 75%? Yeah, well, about 75%. Very different than I don't watch it at all.
What did I just say?
Yeah, whoops. So then you guys start talking about when John got everyone at the Dabblers to turn on him, anyone who hadn't turned on him already, last year around this time, because Dr. Steve went to Hackamania and allegedly put his finger in Rocco's butthole for a prostate exam. And yes, I understand. And Stuttering John said, oh, this is my opportunity to take him down and show that he was practicing medicine across state lines. And this will take him down. I just need his real name and I'm going to get him in trouble. And that's when I think Quadfather and everyone else just went, fuck you, John. What are you doing? Dr. Steve's the greatest. Why would you do that? Ray hears this information and completely doesn't understand what the interesting part is and gets this completely wrong.
John wanted to strike at him, and John started tweeting, somebody get me Dr. Steve's information. I don't think it's right that a doctor should be doing a medical exam for entertainment across state lines or some bullshit.
Across state lines. You do it in New Jersey, or you don't do it at all.
Yeah.
You do this in Tennessee, or you do this in Wisconsin. That's it. You don't go in a different time zone to do this.
But that was the moment the Dabbleverse went from, this is just a fun la-di-da.
That's the moment. That's the moment.
John. For me, it was. That's when it became like, fuck you. Like, he wanted to go after my friend, Dr. Steve.
What Ray's not understanding here is that you can't practice medicine in any state. And Ray's like, oh, what? Because he wasn't in Tennessee? Like, yeah, yes. Correct. Every state has their own regulations, and you have to apply to practice medicine in that state, and you get a license to do it, and you can get a license to practice in multiple states. I don't think Dr. Steve did that in Las Vegas. Not that it actually happened, right, Cardiff? Simulated.
He's also not understanding that John's trying to get a man that's had a long, successful career that everyone loves fired.
Right.
He's like, that's the moment you were trying to get a beloved saint fired?
I know.
Yes, that's Ray's
acting like, no, you guys always hated John. It's like, no. No one hates John, but everyone turned on him when he decided to go after Dr. Steve. That was a bad decision on John's part.
The John hate is the same. It's who he's directing that hate towards that changed.
Yes. So one of the things that Ray likes to do is clown Tom Myers, because Tom Myers has gone after Ray. And Tom Myers is such a retard. He was on MLC, and of course MLC makes fun of Ray. So then Tom's just like, I could do that too. It's the same thing with Steel Toe. Tom Myers tries to go after Steel Toe by just like putting chats in on the show. He's just like, wow, I fucked Ray up, or I fucked Aaron up with that chat I just put in the chat room.
And then makes videos about it.
Yeah, so then goes on stream and talks about how amazing he is. So Ray loves to punch back at Tom Myers whenever he gets a chance. And he just gets stuck in a loop here because he's so excited to be with a friend talking about Tom Myers sucks. And Cardiff has to like shut it down.
He sends a super chat. He sends a super chat. Hey, Aaron, I heard you ate cum. And he goes on his show, I owned Aaron.
I owned him. I got him shook. It's fucking adorable, dude. You got to root for Tom Myers. I love it.
It is. It's
I
like
love
he's
it.
getting his training wheels.
I love it. I love it. He's like, yeah, I fucking shook him, dude. I own him. I own Aaron.
He had the balls.
I just go in there and fuck with him. I just like let him know what's up. And Aaron's like, ooh, this Tom Myers guy's coming for me. It's adorable. It's fucking adorable.
Shut up, Ray. He had the balls. I think he was on Hughesy's show today.
Cardiff's trying to be patient. He's like, all right, yep. Say your joke over and over again. Keep saying that joke over and over again. Finally, like, shut up.
Like a patient parent.
Yes. I'm trying to move the conversation along now. Can we do that? So good patience on that, Cardiff. Do you think you learned anything from this appearance?
I hope he learned what real ID is.
Oh, God. I have that. We'll get into that clip. But first, Ray's coming to Buffalo in August.
Next.
I'm doing Buffalo in August. Well, if you want to come down from Northern Canada. And I'll go to Rochester. Last time they invited me to go to the studio, and I wasn't able to do it, but I'll do a WATP in the studio if it stands.
So he's inviting himself over here to our studios when he's in the area. I was thinking, should I put a poll up?
Okay.
Should we have Ray DeVito? Should we have Ray DeVito live in studio or not? Maybe I'll put a poll up.
That's good.
And then I'll ignore the results because I get to make my own decisions in life. I don't give a shit. Speaking of which, though, that reminds me, Jim Florentine is going to be in town, and he has agreed to come on WATP. He will be in studio with us on May 31st. Yep. So always great to have Jim Florentine here hanging with us. All right, this is great. Every now and again, because Ray is a comedian, and you'll see the wheels start to turn. He starts to try to put together bits while he's on the show. He comes up with something that they're talking about. And in this case, he was talking about fish, and Cardiff says he likes salmon, and Ray says, I like tuna fish. And Cardiff points out, maybe you should get a real job. You could eat like good fish, not just like the cheapest thing you could find in a pouch at the grocery store. Anyway, that turns into this.
Yeah. Also, that's not enough. Like, worms make sense on a fuck. That always made me sad as a kid. When you put the worm on the hook and the worm's still alive while like its guts are like on the hook. It's still like its head's still going. Like, Why are you fucking impaling me with this? I'm still here. I'm still a worm.
That
Keep
sounded
workshopping
like
it.
sounded like Opie coming up with something.
Didn't it?
Yeah.
Like he really thought he had something there. Guys, you know like when you put a worm on, but the worm's still alive? There's something here, right?
There is something.
Worms have eyebrows.
Right.
But literally, when he asked me if I like fish, the last fish, and I started running through fish in my mind. The last fish I thought of was a can of tuna.
Right.
That's not what I think of when I think of fish.
I didn't even think of that as a fish. It's a sandwich.
A snack.
It's very different. So Cardiff has a brilliant idea for Ray that I think he should go along with.
Ray DeVito, Chad Zumock, and Tom Myers.
I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. This is Cupcake's Corner coming up with this brilliant idea.
Ray DeVito, Chad Zumock, and Tom Myers equals the 3 zilchketeers.
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 Yes. Wait, what did Ray say?
Zilchketeers.
You guys, like, honestly, the three of you could put together a comedy tour. Like,
All right.
no, think about it. The worst comedians in America.
That was a potato. I enjoyed having him.
Come on, there would be like a freak show aspect to that tour. It would sell tickets.
I actually think that is a good idea.
I got to give Ray credit on the timing there. The comedic timing was
Yeah, he
good.
did. He did knock you off perfectly. But you know, like there's the Comedians of Comedy tour. This could be like the non-comedians of non-comedy tour. It would get some interest, I would think. I'd go.
Yeah.
Who would headline this event?
Prepare to be prepared.
Stuttering John.
I think you got to put Tom Myers as the headliner.
Oh, out of the 3 who
Yeah.
lines.
I think it'd be a Metallica, Guns N' Roses type of thing.
I was thinking
Oh,
that
yeah,
too.
flip the headliner
Clash
of
of
each
the
show.
Titans. Yeah.
I like
Chad's
it, though.
always in the middle, though. Chad's always the middler.
The Midler.
Yes. All right. So now Ray decides to do a professional podcast and actually interview his guest. But as Cardiff points out, he's doing it wrong.
Yeah. So tell me more about Hackamania before you roll out, and then we'll end this.
Great. Ask me a question. Don't just say, tell me about it. Go.
Okay. So what was it like? So the first day you get there.
He's so right. Thank you, Cardiff. This whole thing is just like, I'm supposed to interview you, so tell me something interesting that's going on. That's not how you interview someone. That's not a question. That's making the guest do all of the work. Prepare
Well,
something, right?
It was funny, too. Before this, when he was messaging me trying to get me on the show, I said yes. And he's like, okay, great. I also got some broad to come on as well. I'm like, no, it's either me or it's nothing. I don't want to come on with some broad. But
Is that
he's
how he
just like,
presented it to? Just some broad?
no, that's how I
Okay.
remember it.
Oh,
Some
okay.
broad.
Fair enough. All right,
yeah,
so
you
then
sorry.
then we get into this real ID confusion. Now, if you live in the States, you know all about this. In order to fly domestically, you have to have this enhanced license. It can't just be your regular driver's license. You got to go to the DMV and you got to show them your water bill and you got to bring your mom in. She has to vouch for you. It's a whole process that you have to do.
Now, you have to live in the States to know about this, Carl?
Well, we're going to find out that Cardiff already knows about this. But one Ray DeVito from Cleveland somehow does not. He's very confused.
Oh, it's like this state, not even
Oh my
a state
God,
thing.
real ID. How do I know this and you don't? How are you alive? It's called
I have
real
a-
ID.
I have a passport and I have a driver's license, but if you don't have a passport, you're flying within the U.S. Apparently, you need it's like a new
A
thing.
real ID. Or do you hear the words that I'm saying?
Let's talk about Vorsex again.
You have your real ID.
No, I have a driver's license and a travel.
Sakes. You are retarded.
Yeah, what's a real ID act? Real ID? No, a real ID is a driver's license.
When was
A
the
real
last
ID
time-
is a
when-
driver's license.
when
I
was
have
the
a
last
driver's
time-
license.
So this is the guy who's holding up the line at the airport. This is the guy at TSA just going, what? What do you mean a real ID?
This isn't fake?
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. He has no idea what's going on, even though Cardiff's trying to explain it to him.
Just say no, for fuck's sake. You say you don't have one and you don't know what it is.
He won't listen. And he's insistent that his ID is good enough.
Yeah, I have a passport and a driver. I just looked real ID and it says driver's license. So that is a real ID.
I just looked.
So
Cardiff's laughing so hard. It's like, holy shit, this idiot. It's just like, no, it says the real ID is a driver's license. I have a driver's license. Well, then there you go. You must have it all figured out.
We'll see you in airport jail.
Then they start talking about Heckamania. They start talking about all the stuff with Nick Rekieta and Aaron Imholt. And the question gets brought up about Nick's kid testing positive for cocaine. And there's been a lot of dumb questions that have come up from this because, it was a hair test where they found traces of cocaine. And this is Ray's question about it.
that whole thing is gross. Did he talk about the cocaine being in his kid's head?
No, I didn't ask him very many.
Did he do cocaine off his kid's hair?
Cardiff's like, just like, is that a real question? Fucking kidding me.
I think I had a good response if you have that.
You did, because you explained to him that, like, no, people use like mirrors and things. You don't want a lot of stuff in the way when you're doing blow. Wouldn't make a lot of sense to have someone.
It's the funniest thing Ray's ever said.
All right.
Like, I guess if the stripper's tits weren't around, so I just had to do it off of my kid's head.
You. Come here.
And then, so Ray then starts making all these jokes about the coke in the hair thing that everyone made 6 months ago when this all came out, whatever it was. And so Carter tries to explain to him that, like, no, we've already all beat this to death.
No, Agent Quarrel. Cocaine is tested for via hair sample, Ray. I kind of knew that Agent Quarrel. I just thought it was funnier if the cocaine was in the hair. Like they just rub it in
It was funnier 6 months ago when everyone was making those jokes.
Oh, they made that joke already? Oh.
Everybody made that joke.
Cocaine shampoo. They just
Yeah.
But it is
All
funny.
been done.
But also if they just like put it on the kid's head to hide it. The cops come in, they just put it on his head. And
Still going with it.
He's like, no, I told you really got to stop doing that. And he just can't stop, won't stop with that same joke over and over again. So good job. I don't know how you have the patience.
I was in a good mood that night.
You were in a very good mood
It
that
worked
night.
out well. The timing was perfect. Stars aligned.
Who are these pies?